Let me introduce fighters to this featherweight contest. Your first fighter fighting out of the blue corner on my right. He comes from Sheffield, representing Steel and Evolution Gym. Put your hands together for Brad Dallison. And his opponent on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He's from Northampton, represents SBG UK. He has a record of 1 win and no losses. Put your hands together for Elliot Powell. The referee in this contest is Neil Hall.
Elliot Powell from Northampton taking on Brad Dallison from Sheffield. Elliot 1-0 and Brad, another up-and-coming fighter. Two very technical, aggressive fighters, Dean, and the crowd very excited to see their performance here in ice tonight.
Powell coming out with that beautiful, elusive style that he has. Strong right hand down the pipe, toe-to-toe. These two guys are going at it.
Rich Taylor trained Brad Dallison, certainly very good at controlling opponents on his feet, but a strong surge from Elliot Powell, who now looks for the takedown.
Elliot Powell has some good jiu-jitsu skills. He's a blue belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Chris, as Dallison jumps for the guillotine but opts to let it go.
Massive exchanges from two athletes who are a threat everywhere. 360 on that wheel kick for Dallison. Man.
Oh, nice leg sweep there by Dallison. Use it to his advantage there, looking for side control, but Powell quite rightly gets his knee in between and tries to retain that guard, but ultimately he's oh no, nice. Didn't give up his back there, rolled straight back to his back, open guard there, keeping his feet against his opponent, Chris, to create that space.
More transitions than I think we've seen in a minute and a half all night. This is an absolutely preposterous pace from both individuals. Possible double armbar attempt from Powell, stuffed by Dallison. Dallison continues to put a ton of pressure forward despite the leg maneuvering from Elliot Powell. And Dallison leaps onto his back, Dean.
Dallison, typically billed as a more dominant stand-up fighter, opts to get the back here. Both hooks in some nice body shots to soften up his opponent, looking for that rear naked choke. He's a little bit off to the side. He needs to try and get underneath. Now he's going for the mount here. Sense that he didn't have back control anymore. Powell looking for a leg lock there, Chris.
Possible heel hook attempt. That's a no-no under these rules. Excellent awareness from Elliot Powell, who continues to try to work in for an open guard and stand up. Excellent work from Elliot Powell to keep things going forward here in ice.
I love the way Dallison constantly puts that pressure on, Chris. Every time Elliot Powell is trying to maneuver, Dallison is punching him, he's kicking him. Beautiful ground and pound from Dallison.
It's outstanding to watch, and it's so effective, Dean. It doesn't look pretty at times, but it's so overwhelming. He just almost overloads the CPU with angles.
Nice guillotine attempt again from Dallison. Powell just hand fighting there, creating a bit of space. Nice knee on the inside from Dallison. Oh, hey! Nice knee there. Powell senses that power, pops up.
Huge kick to the body lands at Dallison.
Wheel kick of his own, return from Powell. Oh, big right hand there from Dallison, not finding its mark, however.
And what a hostile round. Both men throwing caution to the wind and taking risks, Dean. And there were some near finishes there, particularly that back take attempt. But most importantly, good defensive awareness from both competitors.
Both fighters back and forth, tit for tat, toe to toe. Excellent display of MMA skills here. Mr. Powell looking for that takedown up against the cage. Dallison defending it brilliantly and threatening the guillotine to throw Powell's mind off.
And Dallison was adamant about putting on a show tonight in ice. He said, look, this is the one that closes out the year. I want to go out there. I've trained very, very hard for this, and I want to make a statement. But Powell certainly making this one a dogfight, Dean. It's been back and forth.
Dallison, again, a brilliant job of overloading the CPU, Chris, like you said earlier, of Elliot Powell, and not allowing him to sediment in his tactics and his techniques.
Well, I cannot wait for round two. The audience clearly, with their appreciation, cannot either. Chris Hoekstra on this one with my main man, Dean Midhat. We are back at it here in Manchester.
Dallison there, keeping his distance, perhaps looking for that head kick. Nice jab there from Dallison, gauging the distance.
Excellent movements from Powell as well to avoid that punishment to the inside leg.
Powell standing in a southpaw stance there. Dallison needs to make sure he doesn't circle to his left. He can't circle into Powell's power hand.
And I like how Dallison actually gets his left shoulder a little bit to the left and then throws the right cross. That's going to be public enemy number one. Again, he showed it there of the southpaw fighter. Got to watch out for that if you're Elliot Powell. Alternating punches moving forward from Elliot Powell to close the distance. But again, the right cross, Dean. Twice now.
Dallison has got dynamite in that right cross. He just needs to find the home for that. Stalking down Elliot Powell. He's doing a good job of cutting Powell off there. You see Powell move to the side. Dallison will come in and cut him off with a punch and a kick. Beautiful striking skills.
And Dallison continues to look for that. I think the head movement is improving of Dallison, and Elliot needs to make sure he avoids that right.
Dallison moving the head a bit freely, but dropping those hands. He needs to make sure he keeps them up nice and high, because we've seen Powell has got some beautiful kicks, like he displays a rear kick there. Eats it inside. Oh, he eats another inside on the in-way. Leaves his head out there. Dallison jumps on it.
Dallison looking to go possibly with a ball and socket grip. Doesn't see it. Now catches the 100%er up against the fence. But it's Powell searching for the takedown, but again, that defensive maneuver is so effective. That 100%er is just impossible to counter when you've got that locked in. Now looking for the guillotine in response.
This looks tight, Chris. Oh, he popped his head out. Wow. You can see the redness there of Powell. I think that was beginning to choke him.
Solid jab, solid 1-2 for Brad Dallison.
Powell here is hurt. He is hurt. Dallison senses it. I think it was that body kick, Chris.
Charging in again. Right cross lands, bang on the money. Huge round for Brad Dallison.
Dallison needs to capitalize. He needs to capitalize on these body shots, these kicks. You can see the redness there from Powell's midsection.
But a ton of respect from Brad
Hey,
Dallison.
that's it. Oh my goodness, them body shots from Dallison are proving. Oh wow, I love the way Powell there. He's hurt and he comes back, using the clinch really well. He's got to keep those hands up. He can't keep eating these shots here. The referee looking on intently. Big punches here from Dallison.
And Neil Cole calls for him to fight back, but Powell charges on. Man, what a fight. And it's a huge head kick, and it's all over. Oh my goodness, what a win for Elliot Powell.
That was a complete and utter dogfight. These two fighters here coming back and forth, kicks, body shots, head punches, absolutely outstanding punches in bunches.
That is one of the greatest comebacks I have seen in a long time. Dean, we thought it was over, but Brad Dallison was cautious. I suggested he was showing respect. He didn't want to push the finish because a guy like Elliot Powell has technical stand-up and is dangerous at all times. He's a triple threat in the transitions, on the feet, on the floor, and he showed off why he has been so highly touted here in ICE. He won his ICE debut with a first-round TKO and continues that beautiful performance streak with a victory tonight in Manchester.
Ladies and gentlemen, one fight onwards. We have to for these two. Your winner by TKO, It's a